I literally just got on. Like I just got done eating now.
Maybe Roshan fixed it.
What's up?
No, I wasn't able to hear anything for like the past 2 minutes. I was like, oh, I guess okay. I was like, everything went mute, and then I was
Oh,
like, wait, no. And then I tried to open a video, and even the video wasn't working. And then you came into the voice channel, and
excuse
everything
me.
started working again.
Oh man, that's my first time making fettuccine alfredo with shrimp, and it came out so well. I'm pretty
Happy for
happy with
you.
myself. But thank you.
Very happy for you.
Your boy's learning to cook more often at home now.
The good talent.
It's a valuable skill.
I didn't realize how like good it was because. So long story short, are we hot right now?
No.
Okay. Long story short, there was a girl that I met off of Tinder, and like
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen like that at all. Welcome to another episode of the Plus Ultra podcast. This is your boy, Clutch EXE, and I'm here joined by Marlon Lawmill and Ro Mufasa the Third. Say what's up to the people, y'all.
It's almost like you introduced four people for a second there.
Oh
Roshan
yeah,
just has a lot
yeah,
of aliases.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't kill me.
Hello, people.
Roshan, you gonna say what's up or not?
what is going on, everyone? How are you all doing today?
You know, we're all doing good. We're
I
all
don't
doing
even know
good.
why that's so funny to me.
What, that Roshan has so many aliases?
Nah, that he was
I do have a
delayed.
lot. I do have a lot of aliases, and no, my mic was muted because I
Hi,
was drinking water.
no worries. How you doing, Spider-Man Bot? What's up? This is episode 54 of the Plus Ultra podcast. We've been going pretty strong. Finally, 2 weeks in a row. I woke up. I woke up this time, so everything worked out. Um, to start off the show, let me ask you how I always start off the show. But what have you guys been playing?
Um, I've been playing Samurai Showdown a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't played. I listen. Let me tell you this. I haven't gone to the lab to play a fighting game in a very long time. And like this is like one of the very first games that I've been actually going into the lab. Not even because like this game's not combo specific at all, but I've been in the lab trying to learn how to counter like certain moves that characters have in this game. And yeah, I just honestly I've been having fun playing the game. I like it.
Okay. Who do you play?
I play Jubei and Hamaru.
Hamaru and Jubei. And what
Yes.
what made you choose them?
I like Jubei because he has really good pokes, which is something that I like with characters in fighting games.
Mm,
Like he's got long pokes, kind of like Urian. Um, and like he can confirm off of like into like his special moves with those pokes as well. So like that's the reason why I like him a lot. And he has like a very solid fireball too. The only thing that's lacking with Jubei is the fact that he doesn't have like a traditional DP. So his DP that he does is more so like a run stop, and the run stop has to hit the opponent. And when the opponent gets hit, after like I think like 2 or 3 hits, then like Jubei does like an uppercut after. But before that though, like it just acts as like a run stop essentially. It's kind of weird, but
does
it
it
is
have
an actual DP.
invincibility?
Zero invincibility frames.
Okay. So it's not an actual DP.
Well, the only reason why I call it that is because like you still can like when you do the confirm, like you do lift your opponent up in the air just like a DP. And you kind of get OP afterwards.
But you know
However,
why I wouldn't call it a DP? Can you anti-air consistently with it?
can't anti-air at all with it.
Well then, you already know how I feel about it. That's why you got Hawamaru though, right?
That's why, yeah, because Halmar at least has like a traditional DP. I think it's like 2 or 3 frame startup. It's kind of like Street Fighter Five, which, I mean it's whatever. But what's nice though is like it's very fast though. And like because a lot of characters normals in this game are like there's a lot of them have really slow startup. Halmaro's DP usually ends up beating them anyway, so it's not too bad.
Mm. Yeah, I like Hawamaru's DP. It seems really strong.
No one has the DP as good as Genjiro though. Genjiro, his light DP is like plus at all ranges.
Oh shoot. Well,
Unless you do like Eason, and you time it very fast, like it's pretty tough to get that punish on him.
I'm hearing good things about Yoshitora. I'm hearing good things about Genjuro, and I'm hearing
I
good
don't like
things.
Yoshitara. I lost to two of them in tournament last weekend.
Don't kill me. Well, how'd they get you?
Jump C. Literally, just jump C. You gotta hold it when, and like I didn't realize that like I could have just used high parry for Jubei the whole time, and that would have worked. So the thing is, the range on the jump C is like it extends out very very far, and like someone like Hamaru, even though his DP like the hitbox is pretty large, um depending on where it's being swung, like Yoshitaro's jump C, a lot of the times it gets a trade. So even though Hamaru should be safe or invincible, he ends up trading a lot of the times, or he gets beaten out from it. So it's really tough to like kind of deal with that through that pressure when the Yoshi players is doing jump C on you. But Jubei, he can do high counter, which doesn't matter how many like which hit it's on. Basically, if you get the high counter, you basically have to do his DP from the high counter, and then like it does like really good damage, and you get Oki on top of that too.
Hmm.
But you have to time it. The timing's very strict in this game when it comes to parries. So like you got to be very precise. 'Cause if you're not, yeah, like you can get counter hit for whiffing, and like the counter hit can be like, especially if like the Yoshi Tora player gets like a meaty jump C, you're looking at losing about 50% of your health.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm watching Yoshitora right now go in. Uh,
Mhm.
let me say, ask Marlon, what about you? What have you been playing this week?
Um,
Mario Maker
Mario
too.
Maker. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
how's
Mario Maker,
Mario
and I
Esports?
played some Street Fighter 5 yesterday. Like not training mode, but like against someone for the first time in a while.
I've been seeing you
Um,
on PSN running that.
it's
I'm
just
happy to
usually
see you.
training mode, but
I'm happy to see you playing
I
fighting.
figured I figured I'd give it a shot. I went to check some of the homies in the Discord, and a lounge was open, so I was like,
Let me get in
why
there.
not? And I just decided to play. So it's just that and Mario Maker.
So let me ask you the question. So you saw everybody, and you're like, let me play. You're looking at the character select screen. You already knew that Felk was a bad decision, but you did it anyway. Um, explain the process behind that mindset.
I never got to actually use her in a match before. I did it.
What was your expectations when you picked her at the character select screen? Because you already knew from training mode what you were gonna get.
Just I don't know,
Zero
use
without
her
an
in a
actual
match.
buster.
Use her in a match, see how it goes. It was fun. I didn't fight hard characters. It was Alex and Zeku. Zeku can be difficult, but yeah, Falk. Like I still have fun. I guess because it's a character I don't play that much, but um, I played. I had fun. More fun with her than I thought I would.
Would you do it
Learned some
again?
stuff. Yeah, I really want to. Um, I probably won't get to hop in a lounge with them again until like maybe. I really want to.
Hmm.
It was fun. It was actually really fun. I like I have fun playing with them all the time. It's just I didn't think I'd have fun using Falcon. I did. I did. Um, I play her and I was like, okay, if they tweak this and this and this, like I can see what this character really has something going on. Um, because like a lot of the stuff I was doing and having it work was probably just due to unfamiliar matchup unfamiliarity or whatever the word is. Just because they didn't know. Like, forget whiff punishing forward fierce. It was more that just regular punish it. It's like -10, and I was using it in people's face. But
Yeah. Yeah, do
nah,
that.
like it was fun. Just pokes, pokes, pokes.
One
Um,
hit conversions, yeah.
Yeah, standing medium kick is easier to convert off of than I thought. Standing hard punch is even easier because like you don't need your hit your indicator to hit confirm isn't a
It's
health
like
bar,
purple.
stun bar, anything. They turn purple,
Yeah,
and like
it's the purple.
the window is so large for that one. So that's not bad. Yeah, like her punch normals are solid for hit confirm because like the opponent turns purple. Standing
Yeah.
medium kick, they don't turn purple, but it's like I don't know. You just know. It's weird to explain. But yeah, the character, I only use V Trigger 1. I see some Falcons online using V Trigger 2. It's not my favorite because of the activation, but yeah, that's it. So that's all I've been doing.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's why I still really like Falk, which is why I can't play Street Fighter 5.
Yeah,
Falk is
I mean,
really-
I'm not
Falcon
out at
really-
tournaments or anything, so
Yeah.
Yo,
figured,
hear
why
you.
not?
Don't
What's
worry,
up?
man. Two more weeks, my guy. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, see Viper.
Yeah,
I
2 more
can't wait.
weeks for 2 more weeks for. I mean, Street Fighter 5 news for sure, but cross my fingers, you'll probably get like Dark Stalkers or something.
Hello, everyone.
Why not go out for something outlandish? Possibly some Dark Stalkers.
You're telling me you're not excited for To the Bed, the room, the Liberty Doom.
Kage.
I'm excited for all of that. I just some part of me now I don't have a logical explanation for it. But like, because I don't believe in a Marvel 4. I can't.
Mhm.
But
It's not
Dark
happening.
Stalkers, I
It's
just
not
feel it. I feel it in my I feel it in the pit of my stomach. So when you're there, Roshan, record a video when they make their announcements. And if Darkstalkers happens, yeah, Marlon was right.
So
Nah.
where do I post it? Do I put it in our Instagram group or do
You
I
can
post
put it on Twitter, wherever you want. That's all.
Okay, here's
Actually,
my theory,
I
and
should
I'm
probably
gonna stick
post
to
some
it.
stuff
All
on
right,
the Incendium one.
Yeah.
What's up?
we're gonna. I believe in Marvel 4. I believe
That's
in
fair.
Marvel 4, and that's
Never
only
stop
because, they stopped production of Marvel Infinite mad quick, and I don't believe that Disney would give up so easily.
I do.
Not in my dreams. Hey
They
man,
stop Marvel. They stop Ultimate pretty quickly.
hey man, they stopped. I feel like they stopped Ultimate for a reason, because especially with Ultimate came out right during that transition between Marvel being its
The
own
MCU
thing.
was blowing up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, and like even the Ultimate Marvel thing had nothing to do with Marvel's Capcom specifically, I believe, because remember Marvel's Capcom 2 got pulled, Deadpool got pulled off of the store too. So
Something about the license and all. Yeah, Disney, because they changed up how they did their video games.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Evo should have some stuff in store for us. And like, I really want to hop right into the Evo discussion.
that's perfect.
It's just, I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I just mentioned real quick, like, just in passing, like, just keep in your thoughts. I'm not a man of prayer. I don't pray to anyone. But the whole KyoAni situation, it's really,
right.
So actually,
really messed up.
can you guys give me, like, to be honest with you, I was really busy at work today, so I didn't really get the chance to read up much on it. But
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
could you,
from what
as
my
long-
understanding, it's just a senseless crime, really, completely
That's what
unnecessary,
it is.
and
So
It's
I'm hearing
really
that it was
disgusting.
over some shit that happened with like an anime scene or something.
Well,
like
we don't know. Like, we don't know motives, and whatever his motive is, it doesn't justify
that.
it.
Yeah, it's still fucked.
People are saying he was like yelling about like being ripped off or whatever. He's not a past or current employee, so it is very possible he's just some entitled. I'm gonna use fan with quotes around it. But like, I was reading up. Like, I got into bed. I said Street Fighter Battle Lounge. I stopped at 10. I was like, I'm gonna just hop in bed, you know. By 11, I was like, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I was like, let me just check my phone one more time. And then people I follow started tweeting about, like, just tweeting the video of the building burning, and they're talking like, oh man, 8 people are injured. And I was like, that's crazy. Kept reading up on it, and before I knew it, it was like 1 a.m. and they said like 2 or 3 people died. And I was like, that's crazy. And I hope that's it. And I went to bed, and I woke up, and it's 33 people are dead, and like
mostly
that's,
women.
like mostly women, because mostly women work at KyoAni. Like, it is one of the best animation studios, not just because they actually hire women, but because animators have like poor standard of living, man. Like the pay isn't there, the hours, the overtime, like it's all terrible. And KyoAni was above that. And like I saw people tweeting, and same thing for me too. Like the stuff they've made, like the series they made, everything, it's helped shape who I am, just everything. And even if that wasn't the case, like even if I like had no attachment to this whatsoever, just hearing about it, sad. Like that's the biggest mass murder they've had since the last war. Like that's wild, and it puts things into perspective when you compare it to North America. But that doesn't take away from like what happened.
just
Like
how
Yeah,
crazy
like
it was.
it's
Post-war,
like a
like-
Sandy Hook type of situation.
like
which
it's
is really
actually
fucked.
crazy. Since post-war, like nothing like this has happened before. He's in there tossing gasoline everywhere. He put it on people too, and like I yeah. So I just felt I had to mention it because like one, it's sad, and two, like I love a lot of the series this studio did. Like it just
So
helped,
what was it? A
got me through
total of
stuff,
30 people
everything.
got.
This
33.
this company they did Haruhi Suzumiya, and I would say that is the anime that the first anime I watched on the internet was Haruhi Suzumiya for sure.
They did Haruhi, they did K-On! Those two are big.
Yeah,
I'm not even a big K-On! Fan, and I know
They
that.
did Lucky Star, Clanad,
Yep.
Full
Clanad,
Metal Panic. Whoa.
Kameki Brilliant Park, Chutu Koi, Euphonium. I can't forget Euphonium. Like
Miss
I-
Kobayashi Dragon Maid. That one was
Dragon
big.
Maid. They did Free, and everyone
Free,
knows
that
Free.
one was big. I didn't hate
Like,
it Free, but you already know why.
Violet Evergarden is like one of the
Nichijou.
best animated series of all time. Like that sounds like such a large statement. It's a beautiful series. As for the series itself, that's not a QNE. That's the source material, whatever. But like, it looks so amazing. But yeah, there's like a total of 73 workers. 33 are dead. Like 30 are like critical condition, I think, and then 10 are like mild. Like it just I don't it's really sad, and I just figured I had to mention that because like talk a lot of anime here, and usually it's shonen. I know, and KyoAni doesn't dabble in shonen. It's crazy because like there's a tweet I made like 2-3 months ago about a Shonen Jump manga that I want KyoAni to do because like they'd be perfect for it. It's not a battle manga or anything. It's one of my favorite series in Jump. It's just about acting, and like they're the first studio that came to mind because like they're good for that stuff. They've made so much stuff that I enjoy. We talk a lot of anime, so I figured why not? I know that's a little somber, a little depressing, but I didn't want to bring it up at the end
for
and on a
sure.
bad note. I figured
For sure. No, it's
Get
best
out
to
of the
just
way.
talk about it early. I agree. And I also think that it needs to be talked about, especially on our show. We always have to not necessarily give thanks, but give credit where credit is due, and remember the people for what they did, like the inspirations and the different ways that they've affected us. I hope that everyone who survived the attack can find a way to like find understanding in their life, because I feel like that would be the hardest part, like trying to understand or justify like why that type of attack could happen to you and your friends, right? Because you're
like,
at work just doing your
physically,
job.
mentally, it's just it's yeah.
I can't imagine what it must feel like for those people. So my heart goes out to the victims,
Yeah.
the family of the victims, and the survivors who have to live and try to move on, because that would be hard.
Would now as for Evo, I have to get this out of the way too. And it's not the best way to shift gears, but I do have to ask. Smash Ultimate has the most amount of entrants, but also the least amount of crossover. Is that surprising at all? And the
No.
answer should be no. Yeah, like
No,
It-
I respect.
I love Smash Ultimate.
The people I respect a lot going into Evo 2019. The Smash group, Samurai Showdown. I respect them a lot because they really came out. Is their game free this year? Is that free entry?
No game is free entry. Sam Show has the most amount of crossover.
Yeah.
because that's how new
Sa-
games work.
But
People
I feel
think,
like Sam Show specifically will always have high crossover because of ease of input, and
Mhm.
the game is like what I would call 90% mental fortitude.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
uh,
so it's there. It's so many, like, there's a good breakdown.
Yo, listen, Sam Show
Pull that
had
up.
more people signed up at Toryukin last weekend than SF5, and SF5 had about 9 to 7 or 8 different international players, including Punk and Smug. So that should say a lot.
mm,
Yeah, so let me see if I can find the graph. It's
Uh,
really informative. Like sure, it's like from like the chart, like it's a secondary game, but that doesn't mean anything. It's more that people are thinking, hey, let me try this because it's not the only new game. Like a lot of people could think, hey, let me try MK11, and MK11 has amazing. Like every game in that list has an amazing number of entrants, but like people looked at Sam Show, they looked at MK11, and they thought, I'm gonna make Sam Show my second game because they're like, hey, I'm picking this. Let me go for it. So a lot of people that entered Street Fighter Five or Tekken,
yeah.
they picked Sam Show
Yeah, I
over
see a lot of anime
MK11.
guys playing Sam Show right now because even at Toryukin, like Chunk Brixton, Never Block, these are all like straight anime players only, and like they're all playing Sam Show.
Right
I
there.
like it.
There you go. If you can put that on the stream mic, and Roshan, you can just click that to look at it.
Yeah,
Like the crossover
holy,
it's it's impressive. Like
that's
Sam Show
really
has the
good.
least amount of unique players because like everyone's in there.
Yeah,
Smash has freaking 65% unique players. 65% of the entrants are only there for Smash, and that's. I mean, you'll notice it on Sunday, Roshan, because
can we talk?
I noticed it years ago when we went, but when Smash is over,
mhm.
that arena is getting cleared, which is great because you can get whatever seat you want. Some of the funk will go away, like you name it. But like, you will notice.
That's why
Nah,
Smash
I
has to be last.
yeah. Smash is gonna be last game on Sunday, isn't
Oh,
it?
if Smash is last, the arena is gonna be empty because like they'll show up early so they can get decent seats. They'll sit through games, but once Smash is over, they don't sit through anything.
Here's my question to you guys. I want you guys to stake your claim on this. But for Smash Ultimate, do you believe that the people going out to the tournaments are also, because I know that I'm not trying to like bash the game at all, but it's gonna sound like it, but that's not what I mean. But do you think that
Hmm.
the people going are gonna be like children? Because I know that there are, like, I've gone to, especially when Smash 4 came out, gone to a lot of events and even a lot of tournaments, even a lot of 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds will go out to events and go out and compete with their parents there. So do you guys think that there are children going out to Evo? Or do you think
There
that it's
definitely
going to
will
be
be.
mostly
There
going
is.
to be...
I mean, if there's already children that go for like, I mean, let's never forget Noah,
Canada Cup.
young Noah. Let's
Mm-hmm.
never forget young Noah showing up at Evo playing Marvel. Um, Pretty sure he plays to this day. Almost grown Noah. That's how long Marvel 3 was. But so if that's happening for traditional fighting games, big game like Smash, where the barrier of entry isn't that high, and most kids have access to this game because like it has characters that it has Mario. That's all a parent really needs to see. They don't need to
Mm.
see that it's Mario punching people or anything. But so like there will be people there, and when we were in line at Evo getting our badges on Thursday, I'm chilling there, trying to get. We're in line. I'm talking to this dude and his son. He's like, "Yeah, I'm here because my son wanted to go to this event." And I was like, "What game did you enter, buddy?" And he's like, "Smash." And I was like, "Yeah." And that kid couldn't have been more than like 13. And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Mm.
And the parents have to go because, like, you as a parent, what are you gonna do? Send your kid to Vegas on their own? You don't want to send your kid anywhere on their own. But
Nah,
Vegas,
especially not Vegas.
Roshan, you've been right. You said you went for pool, right?
No, I was supposed to,
Oh,
but we got
and Mike
cheated
can
out.
tell you. Um,
This is my
Vegas,
first time going to Vegas.
walking along that strip, like, just people will talk, like, you're walking, hey, you boys want to see some titties? And you're like, cool, cool, cool. The most obvious drug dealers in the world as well.
Is
Like,
that ever trustworthy though?
pardon me?
If someone comes up to you and they're like, "Yo, you want to see some girls' titties?" You always.
Oh well, no, those guys aren't trying to get you in trouble like the fake drug dealers that are cops. It's like
Oh yeah,
the
like
people
come
that
over
get you into
here.
the strip clubs get bonuses. Like if they bring, like it's like $20 per head. Like you bring people in. Like when we
Oh,
first got there, we were taking cabs. That
Yeah.
didn't last long because like screw that. And like the cab driver would be like, "Hey, you guys want to go here? Do this instead?" And I'm like, "No, we don't want to go to your strip club because the cab driver knows the person that owns the club or something, and like they get bonuses."
yeah.
But yeah, Vegas can be lawless. Just careful.
Thankfully, I got my hotel at the Mandalay Bay. It's gonna cost
Yeah.
money, but I don't have to deal with much of that bullshit because like the venue's pretty much right there
Oh
too.
no, I mean
So
you're gonna want to see the area. I just mean in general, like it is what it is. People can drink out in the open as much as they want. There will be drunk people there. Everyone has a story. When me, Mike, Juggy, like we were there,
Tom too.
we were grabbing. We were yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, sorry.
We grabbed Juggy bought like this long, tall
Oh,
drink.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the bartender,
Shoot
Mike
you.
just asked, "How did you end up, just working here?" And like you could see like the soullessness in her eyes, like how like the city just, and I was like, Mike, I wish she never asked. It's like I
Yeah.
felt terrible. Like she's like, it just happens. And like she could have just left at that, and I would have been like, damn, because like that's all you need to say. It happened.
Jeez.
And
It's
I
just-
feel that she just slipped into this position, and now she's just working here.
Like the city, like before you know it, you're visiting, on the wrong thing leads to another wrong thing. You don't have any more money, and then just just damn, just all damn. I didn't gamble once when I was there. When I go back, and I do want to go back next year.
Hey, Marlon, hit me up. That's exactly what I'm saying. Graduation present, yo.
There you go. There you go.
You're going next year?
Oh yeah, that's my that's yo. I've had to be like
Why the fuck am I
recluse
going this year then?
because
Go
you're not
again next
paying
year.
for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Go again next year. Like I'm trying to go. I'd imagine Elisa would want to go with me, but like I want to go because like no matter what, like Rashawn, because like when Mike and I went, like we had a lot of flopping and a lot of dropping.
Combo
Mike
Breaker
never
was my
backed out,
first
and I never
event,
backed
for
out.
sure.
Mhm.
Financially, dog, it was the hardest
That
thing
was
in the world.
rough.
It was rough, like rough.
But
But
I wasn't stopping,
didn't
especially
back out.
because do you remember my plan? I told you my plan, and I've been following it since that day. I said I'm gonna go to Evo this time because after this I'm starting school. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going nowhere until I finish school, and after I'm finished school, I'm going to Evo again.
got your photos with everybody, like.
I'm never doing that again. I'm never taking no photos with no top players ever again. That was all the photos I ever needed. I'm past that. Now I
You're
gotta
a
get some
competitor.
W's.
You're here
now.
to just I mean, you can always get another photo with Ono.
Oh yeah, and with my Persona stick.
I was going through my Google Photos library, just clearing some stuff up, and I got to July 2016, and I was like, oh yeah, you did get a photo with Ono. I was like, how did I forget about that?
I
How did I
got
forget
a
that one?
photo with everybody. I got a photo with Nemo.
Everybody.
I got a photo with Yikes. I got a photo with Valle, Pierre Balrog.
That was a good year to go, just because like even if like he doesn't play much or he ain't that good at the game, or I'm not a big fan of his play, Roshan, if I could tell you what the arena felt like during that LI Joe stuff.
Oh my goodness, Li Joe.
Yeah, you guys went during that year when he got top 8.
When he got
Yep.
top 8, yeah, when
Yep.
he beat the
That
Ken
was
player.
huge. That was
Eita,
huge.
the madman.
That was so good.
That was huge. That was like a really big thing from what I heard.
Mm-hmm. And I think we were on the side where he was coming out. So we had like a pretty good view of like him hugging his dad.
Like it was a great, like all of it was great, man.
Did you guys get teary-eyed when you saw him hugging his dad?
No, it was just a great. It was getting hype, like because remember, he made top 8 in losers, but he didn't
It
get
was a joke.
7th.
It was a joke.
No, he got 5th.
He didn't get 7th. He got 5th. So that means he definitely won a set. Like Mike said, he beat Ken. He
He
Eita.
did.
And he won that set, man. Like
And that I like that Eito was Japanese, So that it was like a little extra meaning on top of it.
And like
And
Eita,
Ken was good in season
Ken
one.
was
Like, he
good in
real.
season
Ken
one.
was good. Eita wasn't bitter about it. He's like, this is great. You go on Twitter, like the Japanese people started calling Li Joe like the protagonist, the hero, and I was like, yeah, that's what it
Bro,
felt like.
He actually got approached by Red Bull like shortly after. They wanted to sponsor him
Yeah.
immediately.
Work
And
though, like he's like work and all that. Like I understand.
His personality is
That
just gold,
level,
yo. LA
Yeah.
Joe is just gold.
Yeah,
He's a good
that was a
man.
great year. Like that was absolutely a great year, and like, yeah, no, yeah, I cannot wait to go back. And like my goal is for sure when I go back this time, it's have more money to do more, eat more too, like
Eat more.
like just all of it. Like it's all, yeah.
I need to find a way where if I go again, my number one priority is avoiding whatever I did to get sick that time. And I don't know what happened.
Do you think it happened in between Chicago and Vegas?
I don't know. I don't even see. The thing was, I feel like I got sick on the Saturday, and we got there on the Thursday or the Friday.
Yeah, we got there Thursday morning or Wednesday morning. You got there Wednesday night.
Right. I got there and it was like midnight when I dropped. So like I was thinking about that too, like what it could have been. There was nothing that I ate that I felt like, and I don't really understand what my symptoms were. I was just like felt like I was gonna vomit and sweating. And I couldn't like stand. I felt nauseous. So I don't really understand what could have made me feel that way. So I don't know. It was very confusing time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roshan, that's my one advice. Watch about getting sick when you're at the event, because I got really sick, and it was a bummer.
I was going. Oh wait, no, I forgot because I got bodied by because when I was at Combo Breaker, I tried to sneak in hand sanitizer, and like they were like hella quick with like.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Jeez.
So
Oh,
I should have buy some.
I didn't get a chance to. I was giving games their credit before, and I didn't get a chance to finish this. But I want to actually give credit to Soul Calibur 6 because
Yep.
I feel like I kind of forgot about that game, and that game has a ton of entrants that I
Biggest Soul
didn't play.
Calibur
It still
tournament
does well
ever.
at tournaments. It
Yeah.
actually does.
Yeah, and even Cross Tag Battle. Those people who ride for that game, they ride for that game. So I can respect that too, even though I would love to never see that game again. But that's my personal opinion. That's only my opinion. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I
can't.
think the whole lineup, like all the games, are in a good place. As
Yeah.
I now know, though, apparently like Dragon Ball fans are worried, but like 1,200 entrants is great. Like
I
you know how
don't know.
much you dropped by. That's first year to second year. Drop is always gonna be like no matter what.
I can tell
always
you
gonna
though,
be big.
unless there's another versus game that comes out, no matter, regardless of what the what Namco Bandai does, I feel like people are gonna play Dragon Ball Fighters no matter what. There's always gonna be a community for it until the next versus type 3v3 game comes out, because Cross Tag Battle wasn't it. Yeah, so let me ask you guys about, like, outside, we'll go to Street Fighter V last. Like, what type of expectations do you guys have from Smash, Tekken, and some of the other games coming out?
I
About
don't think we're getting
like,
any
it turns-
footage or trailers. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Like this will help you give a better answer as well, Rashawn. Like, what do you mean, like expecting like announcements or like results? Like who's gonna like potential upsets? Like what are we?
I was
here?
actually talking about like type of, what are your expectations for like announcements, the games going forward? Do you think that, like, as an example, I am 90% sure that if we don't see something coming out of Unist at EVO, it'll be at Climax of the Night, where they reveal the new version of
course.
Unist. Because
I don't think we're going to see anything
Okay.
at there.
Okay.
To be honest with you, because ArcSys is still going to be publishing, unclear, and they're saving Evo mostly for um Grand Blue.
They did say
So
they have a ton of like big news coming out. Even if
yeah,
it's not Vera, I can live. I'm just putting
so
this out there here now. If Vera is in the base roster, even if she's DLC, if she's in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and she will be at some point, I I might scream, like I might yell, I might like. I still remember how much my throat hurt when Joker got revealed. 'Cause, like that still didn't sound believable. So Vera gets announced. I'm done.
yeah,
Done.
nobody expected him
Yeah,
to come.
I remember. Sorry to just before we. I'm just gonna change topics real quick about Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Called that shit. Called that shit. I
You
knew
called
that.
Narukami, but okay.
Yeah, but I feel like that counts, man. I feel like that counts. I was like, I had no doubt that Persona was gonna be in the
I
game.
do
I
remember,
had
like,
no
we were
doubt.
all on Discord for the Game Awards, and you had to go, and I was like, damn, if only Mike was here to join in on the hype. Like,
I knew it. I was like, yo, come on, man, Persona. Anyway,
as soon as my boy turned that envelope and I saw that Smash emblem, damn, damn.
what about Tekken? We haven't really heard a lot about like that game going forward. Do you think we can get like a patch?
I'll defer to Roshan because I know like next to nothing about Tekken.
All right, thanks. Go there. Go there. Roshan.
Sorry, what happened?
No, I was saying, what do you think we can?
I got
What
thrown
new?
off.
No, I was trying to say, what new news do you think we can get out of Tekken at Evo?
Um,
Like not necessarily character wise. I know it's been a little while since they've had like a bigger patch. I think it was last
I
September.
think they're going to
Was
be
the last time.
announcing. I think they might actually announce new DLC. I think so.
Okay. Do you
I
think it'll be
actually
like
have.
more
I
crossovers? They've done a lot of that in the past, but they've also tried to bring back a couple
could be.
characters.
It could be because like Negan like had very very high reception. Like even like Asian players are playing Negan for a little while.
Mm.
Although he's pretty shit now. Like he's actually worse than Noctis, which I
Isn't
mean,
Noctis really good?
well he is now, yeah. But like before, Noctis was like one of the worst characters in the game
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit,
when he
Noctis
first
is in
dropped.
Tekken. I forgot.
I never
Oh my
forgot.
god.
Every time I look at
Noctis is in
Tekken,
Tekken.
I say the same thing and go, I really want to be a Noctis main. That's exactly what I say every time. And I was like, but I'd have to give
Yo,
up everything else. I'd have
shout
to.
out to Spooky for still playing him. Spooky still play. He played him at Strong Style just this weekend.
Okay,
I,
but isn't
I,
Noctis good now? So.
yeah, but Spooky been playing Noctis from
From
Oh,
like
you
day
mean
one.
day
playing? You
one.
playing him
Like
since
he's
the
been,
jump? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
like
okay,
from day
okay,
one.
okay.
Day one,
So
he been
that's what I was
playing
saying. Like
Noctis.
I give him respect for that, yo, because like everyone shitted on him, which even I did. I shitted on him too. I'm like, why the fuck would you play him when you just play Geese?
That's facts.
But yeah. So I think in terms of content, they're not gonna drop a patch. One because the way that the game's balance is right now, it's still really good. It's not stale, and players are happy with it. Plus, we just had like the big update back in like January, anyways. So like, I don't think they're gonna really make any serious changes. Like in terms of the state that the game's in right now, all that the game just needs is new stages again, and people are going to ask for characters, which I think is fair, and I think they should put more new characters. But other than that, that's about it. For them to release like big balance changes and whatnot midway into like the season of Tekken World Tour, I don't think it's a good idea from a tour standpoint. And
Hmm.
I even with Capcom, it's a little different with Capcom. One because they've been radio silent since December of last year, and we're almost in August right now, and there really hasn't been anything at all since December of last year.
Evo is
Um,
the halfway point of the CPT tour, so or
yeah,
CPT. So like, if they announce a patch now, I don't think anyone's gonna complain. Like, the casual players won't complain because it's like, hey, more
yeah,
content. Two, the
yeah,
competitive players won't complain because it's the middle. You know, there's a
yeah,
bit of a lull after Evo. It's a
yeah,
good time to mess around with whatever changes happen to your character, or
yeah.
everyone can mess around and become a Rose player. But like,
Because
yeah,
even Akuma, people were like kind of like they weren't shitting on Akuma, but like after when Punko dropped the game, like people weren't really concerned about Akuma anymore. And
people were
then
saying
all
Akuma
of
was trash when he first dropped.
He was actually really good.
No,
Well,
he
He
was
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 never-
always
trash.
good. Yeah, like I could not believe people were saying that.
He was really good. The reason why Punko dropped the game was because like they changed his properties and like the priority system on how like he like his jumps were. Because jump when he jumps in Tekken 7, it's very punishable. Like we're talking like Sam Show type of punishable. Like it's bad if you jump and you're not doing anything. So like if you're jumping, like you want to be making sure that you're pushing a button to like put your opponent in block string, because if you're not, yeah, like you can get punished with a launcher, and like get corner carried like pretty badly. So like with Akuma, you have to be super careful of that. However, before like in the arcade version, that wasn't the case though. Akuma played, he was more of a Street Fighter 4 character than he is now, and like his timing for like the FADCs combos were a little bit they were a little less lenient, but the main thing was like the jumping, the way how he was able to just like jump, because like Punko used to fucking do like empty jump low down three into like Tatsu and shit like that and get away with it. You can't do that anymore because the moment you land, there's at least like an additional like 20 frames of recovery, which is in Tekken that's really bad. It's actually terrible. So like yeah, like that's why it's not really advised to do that now.
Hmm.
But Super Akuma, Akuma player from France, he like was like very consistent with Akuma for like two Tekken World Tours straight. He got top eight in like the finals for Tekken World Tour. Twice in a row, he got top eight using Akuma only, and people were like sleeping on him for a while, and then he it was more so this year when he won the mix up beating he beat a Korean player. I think it was Saint he might have beat. Oh no, sorry, he beat a Japanese player. It was a Japanese shoot, it was a Japanese geese player named Chikurin. He ended up beating him in the finals, and dude, like he like I put this way, after he ended up winning that, like so much people started like hitting him up. People started picking up Akuma again, and they start seeing like a lot of the cheap shit that Akuma could do, and they realize like, fuck, this character is actually viable. Get a tournament. So like, yeah, people are on the Akuma bandwagon again. It's nice to see that though. But it goes to show you though, like there's still so much to learn in Tekken. That's why I don't think that like a balance patch is needed right now.
Hmm.
And I don't think they're gonna announce anything like that when after like finals for Evil's finish this year.
Okay,
Yeah.
well said.
I would say, in terms of like the games coming out, especially some of the bigger games, I have no doubt that we'll see something the hero related for Smash Ultimate.
Oh no, you're gonna see the hero before Evo.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, before.
Yeah, in the Nintendo video for July releases, it shows the hero. Unfortunately, the cutoff would have been, I think, 2 days ago. So the
yeah,
hero
it would've
didn't drop
been
2
on the
days ago.
17th.
Yeah, so not available for Evo. Which is fine because like I know we're not predicting outcomes, but like I can firmly say, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. MK Leo is winning Evo with Joker.
Hmm.
He's too dominant. Like Zero's not necessarily. I don't think Zero
Zero
is really
Zero doesn't
Zero's
play
not a
anymore.
tournament player. He
Yeah,
just plays
Not
at
anymore.
home.
streamer.
What am I gonna say? So that's what else the announcement that I was like, expecting for Smash, but I mean if it comes out before, then I still expect there to be an announcement. It'll just be Banjo related, I guess.
It could be Banjo, or it could be the fourth character. Now that we know they're fine with showing another character when one isn't out yet, it could very well be the fourth character.
Possible, but I do know that we'll see something from Smash. We already got confirmation that we're gonna see something about Street Fighter V. So there's no point in really speculating.
Skullgirls will
on it.
save us all. Skullgirls is gonna come back and
Skullgirls does so well in the Midwest. When I went to Combo Breaker, I didn't realize how fucking crazy
dude,
it was.
Skullgirls is like Combo Breaker is Skullgirls Evo.
It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's really huge.
Yeah. But
Eunice is
nah.
gonna be crazy at Evo. Like I don't.
Eunice is gonna be great.
I hope that we see something Uniclear. I really think that it's going to be Climax of the Night, especially considering when they announced that they were still working on content for a new Eunice. It was at Climax of the Night last year, so I expect that to be at Climax of the Night. Dragon Ball Fighters, I have a very high expectation. We're going to see Janemba because they already confirmed that that's the character that's going to be the next DLC. Soul Calibur, I am very clocked out of that game. I have no idea. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, I hope we don't see anything because I hope that they've moved on.
You're definitely seeing.
You're seeing more, yeah.
You are.
Yeah. For like the 5th phase, you're getting more characters.
That's why you already know I don't want that, but I'd love it if they went ahead and teased a future announcement. The best thing that they could do, the best thing that they could do for Cross Tag Battle would be to create a sprite for Persona 5, and put like Joker in that game, because that would just confirm to me that they already have sprites for they've already said that they're
if they
okay
do
with
that,
reusing
it's
sprites.
happening.
Yeah, they've already okay with reusing sprites. So if I get to see Joker in the game.
Are those? Yeah, would we
My
even
thing
call
is,
those
though,
sprites? Are they sprites?
Here's the thing, though.
I'm just calling
No.
them sprites. They're
The
probably
one for
not
BB
sprites.
Tag, the one for BB Tag are sprites. But what I'm saying is, though, I don't think Joker's gonna be in that, because if moving forward now, seeing how Dragon Ball and fucking Grand Blue has been I think all their games moving forward, like newer games, are gonna be using the XR engine or the format of how they do their games. Even the Kill game uses that same art style now too. And they are releasing.
Oh,
So I think
from ASW, yeah.
yeah, so I think moving forward, with Persona 5 Arena, I think it's gonna end up looking just like those games. I don't think it's gonna be sprite based anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that
It
Guilty
just
Gear
looks so
Xrd
good.
style. It's like so good for anime games,
It's
especially.
too good.
Yeah.
Listen, the fact they already have two well, technically three now different IP or different IPs, like anime related IPs that have hit them up. Well, technically two, because I can't really say
Aren't
Grand
they
Blue's
doing
an anime.
Aren't they
Grand Blue has an anime, if that means anything. Season 2 this October. But
Okay, so
aren't
yeah,
they
it does
doing
fall in
what's that
sorry.
game? One Punch Man? Is that not them? Is that which company is doing the One Punch Man game?
I didn't know there was
I
a One
don't
Punch
know,
Man.
but it's not a true blue. Man, as soon as I saw the One Punch Man game, it got announced, and I didn't get excited at all because I was
Nope.
I know what kind of game it's gonna be. People were like, "Yo,
That was like with My
3v3,"
Hero
and I was like,
Academia.
"Nope, I know what kind of game it's gonna be."
That was with My Hero Academia too. When I saw it,
I really wanted to
it
get
looks-
that Academia game, but I
No,
really
no,
didn't
I
want
had
it.
to support. I had to support. I'm a Hero Academia
it
shill
looks
to the end
good
of time.
though. I won't
No, it
lie.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No. I'm talking graphically. No, relax. Graphically, it looks good. I think
Nigga,
so.
I have the game. I can
Roshan,
play said game.
Roshan, I can't agree with you on that one. I can't agree with you on that. I was looking at the trailers and I really wanted to buy it just to support, and I was like, yikes.
The gameplay is a different question.
See, maybe it's because I can't look at it without looking at all of it. I can't look at it in just a piece. I'm looking at maybe if the game was not in mode. Nah, look at Suyu's face, man.
No, I promise you, Roshan. Promise you, Canada Cup weekend. Everyone that was in the room, I let them try the game. Mike has tried the game. Promise you, he knows what it looks like. And I'm glad you're interested though, because I'll take whatever I can to make you a weeb. I told you, I've never given
That's
up
not
on that.
happening.
I've never given up on that, and I won't. But that game is ugly.
Ugly. All right,
Ugly.
gotcha.
Lastly, let's talk about the expectation
Force?
about. Let's talk about next week. I want to go into just the turn. We've talked about our what we expect for about announcements. But next week, I want to dedicate the entire episode to pre-Evo. Well, I guess there would be another episode after that because it'd be August 1st, right? And then
Well,
Evo
because
starts
then the
2nd.
Thursday we do August 1st is the day right before Evo.
Yeah, okay.
You even
so
do your fantasy brackets.
that would be the day. August 1st would be the day that I want to do fantasy brackets because we always do it before the big tournaments. And,
August 1st. I think I fly out on July 31st.
Oh yeah, you be gone. Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah.
So if you want to just do a fantasy bracket and send it in, and then we'll cover it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Either
let
or.
me know where you're gonna set it up, and then I'll
It's
just.
always Smash GG. I think hosts it
Oh, okay.
for every
Cool.
tournament. I think they let you just.
Yeah, we'll set it up in the chat. But the final game that we didn't get talked about is, it's always like the controversy that we're gonna get characters because we've seen the Twitter, we've seen after every single tournament from January to maybe March. It was, where's the announcement? Where's the trailer? Street Fighter V. I feel like this is the make or break Evo for them, because I feel like at some points the game gets really popular and like everyone's playing it, and then at some points the game has like huge lulls. So like I feel like this would be like the decision maker. And every time they come out with a new patch, people are always coming back. People always want to try it again because no matter what, at the end of the day, I always feel like Street Fighter 5, or not Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter in general. Everyone wants to play Street Fighter. Nobody.
Well, that's why I would say
It's funny you say that. As
make
soon
or
as you say
break.
that, I just see Keon jump in on 30th anniversary. As soon as you said that.
That's what I'm saying. If everyone wants to play, like people
Yeah,
like Street
like-
Fighter.
I don't think it's make or break for that reason. Anyone that complains about characters, like no matter what, if your fundamental issue is with the game, nothing it's gonna do is gonna make you stick around. You'll come back for a bit, you'll play, but like for everyone else that enjoys the game, like it'll just be more content, that's always nice, and like I'm more than okay with that. I am one of those non-existent creatures that apparently just like Street Fighter 5 and isn't playing it for money. Because like, what money? I have made no money from Street Fighter 5. That's not true. YouTube videos, but like tournaments, like I've never made any money off of Street Fighter 5.
I have.
The idea is people only play it for the money. I'm like, okay, heaven forbid me or like anyone, like be it Twitter homies or Discord homies, like we all just play the game for money. So like, yeah, but no, I don't think it's make or break. For anyone,
I feel like it's in the sense of like maybe people have been waiting for news, right? So depending on what news they get, people will stop expecting news. That's what I mean when I say it's make or break.
Stop expecting news. I mean, yeah. Because, okay, I thought you were going to say, like, stop tuning in. Like, the people who have stopped playing, good for you. I could not be happier. That's all I want people to do. Play what you want. But if people are still in the chat, still watching, like, you obviously, you're tsundere for the game. You're tsundere, whatever the word is, God damn it. Like, it just... There's too many good fighting games out there to be focusing on a game you don't like.
Yeah,
so,
I feel like just because... so many people are like, oh, they're gonna be a new balance. They're gonna be a new like system to it. If they don't announce that they're gonna be working on a new system, I feel like no one's gonna expect anything to change. What's his name? The stupid leaker was saying from years ago we're supposed to get.
Xkira?
We're supposed to get two
He's
skills.
back apparently.
Fakest news in the world. Man.
I'm tuned out. I'm tuned out of Xkira. But
that guy fake. Oh man.
So yeah.
And then it's Capcom's fault when like what Xkira says doesn't come true. I'm like, or you guys can be mad at the guy who lied to you, or yourselves for believing. But I don't know. Probably new characters, probably a new patch. Like I don't know. Whatever happens, even if it's a bunch of Chun costumes, I would probably laugh. Like that'd be the fun.
Let me tell you what could
funniest thing in the world.
Let me tell you what I'd like. There are only two new characters who I'd like to see, and that's because one, DiCaprio should have been in the game already, so she's already in the game. So if that would make me really happy as my favorite character, the logo on my stream. She Viper because she's my other favorite Street Fighter character. Don't really care about anyone else. Not enough to want them in the game at least. But more so than both of those characters in the game, if they buffed Falk to a position where her standing medium punches has like an actual range, they make it so that she can actually zone you properly, like try not to gimp her tools. Actually, maybe just buff standing medium punch. That's probably mostly what I'd want to see. I'd love to get back in there with Felk because I really like her. I like her dive kick. I like what she's about. I like Felk. I'm a Felk fan. And I just realized that friggin' when I bought stickers at the event that the person didn't have Felk. Sad boys.
Yeah.
That's the only. I don't really need to see more. I'd like to see. No, I don't even care about stages. I just want to see more from Felk. I want to see. I'm feeling we're gonna get
We've
like
been
a story.
stages.
Yeah. I'm feeling we're gonna get a story update. Just because from when Arcade Edition dropped, they had that big trailer, and then that trailer kind of implied a lot, but we didn't really get there. So I have a feeling that we'll see something related to the story there.
Possibly. For all we
Yeah.
know, it could literally just be one character and then like a teaser for more characters down the road. And if that's what it is, cool. I mean, hey, I might get to make some more content.
No,
If it is more, that's cool as well.
Buff
It's
Vega,
just-
buff Falk. I don't care to play Laura. Laura had
Internet doesn't exist.
Laura had her heart or her time in my heart already. I'm okay with change. I want to play Falk. I want to play Vega. Give Vega his proper Scarlet Terror back. That's what I'd like to see.
What do you think they could even do with Vega at this point, man?
Turn him back
Because,
into a charge character.
no, not at all.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Maybe Street Fighter 6.
Like I
Okay.
just don't.
Well then,
I just
buff claw
feel
mode.
like either they make his command grab have faster startup, and do more damage, or they have to give him more mix-up options, which I don't really know what else more. Like, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
with
let the man
Barcelona.
pick back up his claw.
They should actually just buff the entire, like they keep buffing without a claw because they want to promote that kind of play style. But if they wanted to make Vega good, they'd buff his claw.
Bruh.
They'd make crouch and medium punch cancelable into his special moves. I can tell you right
Bro.
now that one change alone would make Vega a different character.
Bro, Fong is more viable now than fucking Vega.
Fong is
No,
Yeah,
solid, man.
Fong's a solid character.
Yeah.
What you're saying sounds like about right. Yeah.
Like,
Sounds
that's
about
kind of
right.
sad though.
Yeah, Fong's a character that they did good with from the season 1. But you have to also remember Fong is a Street Fighter V original character, so they have a little more.
Yeah, sure.
He has a little more room for change. With Vega, they did. I feel like they did M Bison really good. They did Balrog really good, and then with Vega just kind of like he fell behind a little bit. But also with Sagat, he fell behind a little bit too. So it's they.
Sagat is so good. Like, Bonchan plays him in tournaments, so I should say a lot.
I feel like Vega, he doesn't have to be bad though. Like there are changes that they could make. Like I said, to
I don't know
claw
what it
mode
is.
specifically, that would make him good. They could make,
Remember,
especially.
we had a Vega in what was it, first year CPT in top 8. Or no, sorry, he wasn't in the top 8. It was top 32. But we had a Vega that qualified for it, which still is pretty big.
I'd love to play Vega again. You know what? I think I'm gonna probably stream some Street Fighter V tomorrow and play Vega. My favorite
All
character.
right, well, I guess we
Why-
can start wrapping up now because I'm gonna go play a
Cool.
set with a friend,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah, all that Street
Yo,
Fighter V talk.
are you reaching tomorrow?
Reaching what? Oh,
HFA.
that. No.
No, I'm not going nowhere tomorrow.
Cool.
I have no plans for tomorrow.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at a tweet where someone's like, "Does Black Clover ever get good?" I'll look it after.
Don't kill me.
Probably know the answer. You probably know the answer though.
I will let you do your closeout.
Yeah, so that was episode 54. We talked a lot about games. We didn't really get into anime this week, but that's mostly because there was no One Piece last week, and Academia we had actually already gone over.
I didn't want to talk about it yet because like I want the full picture. My friend, I logged into Discord, and like immediately I see a mention. I was like, "Oh, who's mentioning me?" I click, and he looked at the hero spoilers. He hasn't spoiled anything for me yet, but he said Hori is a madman. So I'm wondering what, like, I wake up tomorrow and I read that illegal chapter, which, by the way, Shueisha, I pay for Viz every month. I reread them on Sundays, I promise. I'm expecting something wild. I didn't want to talk about it because I want to talk about it next week.
Yeah, so
Full picture.
Next week we'll have a lot of anime to talk about, a lot of mangas. Another episode of Fire
Rashad can't
Force.
wait for that.
Another. Ooh, and I didn't get to talk
Fire
about
Force
it.
may actually get like it isn't confirmed or anything, but when tragedies like this happen in Japan, be it earthquake, tsunami, or whatever, things can get delayed or taken off the air for a bit. And it's out of respect. It's no disrespect to the series, it's respect for the people that.
Suffered
And
the
especially with the
still there.
content of what Fire Force is like about.
Yes, like as it goes on, like yes, the firefighters are heroes and they do their best, but like I'm up to date on the series. There is a lot of death
Yeah.
of regular characters and like
Damn, imagine all like the people that are working there. Imagine how they have to like kind of like imagine having to draw shit that just kind of like
Oh, they ain't
reflects
working for
back.
a little while. They ain't working for a little while.
oh well, different studios. David Production.
Sorry. I
yeah,
thought
David
we talked.
Production is doing.
Oh,
Yeah, they do Fire Force and they do JoJo, which
JoJo's.
apparently tomorrow is the 1 hour finale. Oh my god!
Let's get it. You know, remember I've been hinting at this from the beginning. This is when my man he's about to turn on his Dio mode. I could tell you. He's about to turn into.
Yeah.
He's about to go off. Man's gonna hit you with the final Muda.
Alright, next week.
But yeah, so that's all gonna be for
JoJo
next
and Hero.
week. JoJo's, we're gonna have Heroes, we're gonna have hopefully that new chapter of One Piece. And
Quick RIP to Bruno.
oh, see you later, my friend. Rest. Yo, what does my man Ezio say? Requiescat in pace. Yeah, Requiescat in pace, Bruno. And we didn't get to mention it, but next week, Friday, Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out. I can't wait.
I have the day off work. That game better come in the mail right away at like 8 a.m. and I'm going in.
Yeah. I really wanted to buy it as a download, but I have to have the physical copy of that game. And I'm not getting the collectors. Every day I look every single day to see if a collector's edition becomes available.
Yeah.
But
But just having the physical copy as itself is,
yeah, it's worth it still for me.
good. That's good. That's good.
But yeah, so that's next week. So next week's gonna be a hype episode. Look forward to it. Thank you guys all for watching. Take care. Have a good night.
Take care.
Later.